Let's get real. If your dating life feels like a highlight reel of red flags, ghosting, and emotional chaos, the problem isn't them. It's your standards. You're not unlucky in love. You're undisciplined in who you let access you. This isn't about fixing your profile, texting games, or manifesting the one. This is about rewiring the way you choose, the way you show up, and the way you protect your peace. Because here's the truth. People with mental discipline don't chase love. They attract alignment. They don't settle for attention. They hold out for respect. And they don't get caught in chaos because they know exactly what they're building. I'll show you how the same discipline that builds businesses, careers, and self-worth is the exact fuel that creates powerful, lasting love. Let's date smarter. Let's raise the bar on them, but more importantly, on you. Here's the hard pill. Most people don't end up in toxic relationships because they're unlucky. They end up there because they have no clarity. No clarity equal no standards. No standards equal emotional chaos dressed up as connection. If you don't know what you truly want, not just the Pinterest list, but at your core, you will chase chemistry over compatibility. You'll confuse attention for affection. And you'll keep ending up with the same person in a different body. The one who's inconsistent, unavailable, or addicted to the drama. Why? Because you're not choosing, you're reacting. You're dating from the subconscious, on autopilot. Wounded patterns, unhealed stuff from years ago, and emotional hunger are running the show. You think you're choosing them, but really, it's your fear choosing for you. So what happens? You start swiping out of boredom. You stay in conversations that drain you. You lower your standards the second someone shows interest. And you call that dating? Let's be honest. Most people date like they're starving. They'll eat whatever's on the table, even if it's cold, half-eaten, and full of red flags. But here's the deal. Desperation is loud. Confidence is silent. And confidence comes from discipline. From being crystal clear on what you want, what you stand for, and what you'll never tolerate again. If you don't get that clarity first, you'll keep handing your energy to people who don't deserve it and calling it love. Before we delve into how to date smart, let's look at how and why mental discipline can help us achieve a truly fairy tale love relationship, one that builds us up, not takes away from us. Let's get real. Fairy tale love isn't luck, it's strategy, backed by mental discipline. It's not about perfect timing or magical apps. It's about who you become before love even enters the picture. Mental discipline is what keeps you from chasing butterflies and instead builds the garden that attracts the right one. It's the reason you stop confusing attention for affection. You stop staying in cycles that drain you. You get clear. What do I actually want in a partner? Not just someone who texts back fast, but someone who holds space, who grows with you, who shares vision. When you're undisciplined, you chase feelings. When you're disciplined, you choose values. And that shift, it's everything. You don't fall for the spark that burns out. You hold out for the flame that stays lit, because now you've got the clarity to recognize it. Mental discipline is why you say no to the 2 a.m. YD text. Not because you're cold, but because you've already decided. You're building something real. You're not here for almost love, halfway love, love that breaks you and begs you to fix it. You want something legendary, and that starts with who you choose to be. Fairy tale love doesn't happen when you meet the one. It happens when you stop betraying yourself. When you develop the discipline to walk away from confusion, to stop begging for closure, to protect your peace and wait for a connection that matches your depth. Because let's be honest, it's easy to fall in love. But to build a love that feels like home and fire and vision at the same time, that takes discernment. That takes self-respect. That takes discipline. Look, researchers studied hundreds of people in speed dating scenarios and found a powerful pattern. Those with stronger self-control weren't just more appealing. They were rated as more trustworthy, more desirable, and more relationship-ready. Not because of their looks, not because of pickup lines, but because of how they carried themselves. Why does this matter? Because self-control signals maturity. It tells people you can handle stress without lashing out, delay gratification, and make decisions based on values, not just fleeting emotions, in a world full of impulsive. flaky, emotionally reactive behavior, that kind of inner stability is sexy. It's not about being rigid, it's about being intentional. Mental discipline helps you date like a high-value person because you are one. You're not just out here for entertainment or validation. You're dating with clarity, looking for someone who matches your future, not just your feelings today. That's what makes you magnetic. Mental discipline helps your ability to regulate thoughts, emotions, and behaviors in service of long-term goals. Turns dating from wishful hoping into precision matchmaking. Mental discipline forces you to filter out people who aren't right for you, simply because they don't meet your needs and they don't match your standards. It's not about being picky. It's about being intentional. You're not looking for someone to complete you. You've already done the work. Now you're looking for someone to build with. That's what makes it feel like a fairy tale. Not the fantasy, but the fire and the foundation. A love that's both passionate and peaceful because it's rooted in truth. And that's what mental discipline gives you. The self-respect to say no to the wrong story so you're fully available for the right one. Now that you understand how mental discipline rewires your love life, how it stops you from choosing out of desperation and starts aligning your actions with what actually fulfills you, it's time to date smart. Not just swipe smarter or ask better first date questions, I'm talking about a full reset. A process that forces you to get brutally honest about what you truly want in a partner. Not the fantasy, not the checklist, but the values, the energy, the life vision. Because until you know that, you'll keep attracting the wrong people or falling for the same patterns. Dating smart starts with self-clarity. And that clarity, it's built, not found. This is the moment where you stop chasing love and start architecting it. Grab a pen. We're building your partner blueprint right now. There are 7 core pillars you need to explore if you're serious about designing a relationship that lasts, the kind that feels like a fairy tale, because it's rooted in truth, not fantasy. Let's break them down. Pillar 1, Future Self Snapshot. Close your eyes and take a breath. Now imagine it's 15 years from today. Where are you? Not in some vague daydream. Get specific. What city are you living in? Are you in a penthouse downtown or on land in the quiet? What does a Tuesday night look like? Are there kids around the dinner table laughing? Or are you packing for your next trip because you chose a child-free life filled with freedom and adventure? What kind of business do you run? Do you want the pressure of a fast-scaling company? Or do you crave the freedom of being a creative nomad, choosing projects you love and logging off at 3 p.m.? Is your ideal day calm and quiet? Or buzzing with chaos and challenge? Now here's the deal. That future version of you, your future self, is your compass. Your partner needs to fit into that vision and amplify it, not edit it. This is where mental discipline kicks in hard. Because if you don't train your mind to hold that vision steady, you'll keep dating based on emotion, not alignment. You'll fall for charm, for chemistry, for someone who feels right, and end up building a life that looks nothing like the one you actually want. You'll bend, you'll compromise, you'll shrink your future to fit someone else's limits. But if you stay loyal to your future self snapshot, if you lead with that mental clarity, you start filtering every potential partner through that lens. Can they meet me where I'm going, not just where I am today? This isn't about being picky. This is about being precise. The person you date should feel like a partner in your purpose, not a distraction from it. So write it down. Describe your future self in detail. Not just how they live, but how they love. That vision becomes your non-negotiable baseline. This is how you date smart, with your future in mind, not just your feelings in the moment. Hey there, I'm Mark, and I'm genuinely excited you're here investing in your growth. Before we dive deeper into today's strategy, I want to ask you a quick favor that takes just 2 seconds but makes a huge difference. If you're finding value in this content, hit that subscribe button and tap the like. It's completely free and helps us reach more people who need these game-changing strategies. Your support directly fuels our mission to help thousands transform their lives. Thanks for being part of this community. Now let's jump right back into the breakthrough strategies that are about to change everything for you. Now let's move to the pillar number 2, non-negotiable values. This is where most people slip and it costs them years. Grab your pen and keep writing. List 5 core values that actually drive your life, not the ones you wish you had, the ones you prove through your choices. Maybe it's honesty, faith, Ambition, service, adventure, loyalty, health, growth. You know what matters. It's what you defend, even when no one's watching. Now, circle your top 3. These are non-negotiables. Meaning, if someone clashes with even one of them, it's not a maybe. It's not a they'll grow into it. It's a polite but firm no thanks. Because you don't build long-term love by fixing people. You build it by aligning values, up front, before chemistry clouds your judgment. Now take it further. What culture do you want in your home? Will faith play a role? How will money be handled? What politics can you actually live with day after day at breakfast while raising kids? If these core values aren't matched, the relationship turns into a constant negotiation. And you'll spend more time managing tension than building a future. Mental discipline means holding this line, especially when someone feels right but lives wrong for your future. This is how you date smart. With clarity, not confusion. With standards, not soft spots. Your values are your filter. Use them. Now let's see the pillar number 3, life design goals. Let's get brutally honest about your future lifestyle, not the fantasy, the reality you're building. Start with family. Do you want 0 kids, a full house of 5, or something in between? Do you dream of bedtime stories and school pickups, or adult freedom, quiet mornings and boarding passes? Think, answer, and write your answers very carefully. Be honest. Now next about career. Are you chasing a dual ambition? Power couple dynamic where you both scale mountains side by side? Or would you rather be the high earner with a partner who thrives in a home-based role? No judgment, but be specific, because mismatched ambition leads to resentment very fast. Now, about geography. Do you see yourself rooted in one city, close to family, building community? Or are you a digital nomad, ready to pack up every few months, chasing new skies? Here's the line in the sand. If their roadmap veers from yours by more than one exit, exit now. Don't compromise your future to preserve a vibe in the present. That's not love. That's self-betrayal with a smile. Mental discipline means getting clear on the life you're designing and making sure your partner isn't just invited, but equipped and excited to build it with you. This isn't just dating. This is architecture. And you don't build skyscrapers with someone dreaming of a cabin in the woods. Let's cut through the charm and chemistry, because long-term love isn't built on butterflies, it's built on character. So the pillar number 4 is character must-haves. And if you skip this pillar, you'll pay for it in heartache. Start with emotional regulation. Can they handle stress without spiraling into drama or stonewalling? Do they know how to pause, breathe, communicate instead of explode? You're not looking for perfection, but you are looking for patterns, as well as growth mindset. Do they read, learn, own their mistakes? Are they investing in who they're becoming or coasting on who they were? Also, integrity under pressure. Watch how they treat the waitstaff, how they speak about their ex, how they handle money, setbacks, and small disappointments. The truth leaks out in the little moments. If any of these are missing, don't rationalize, don't negotiate. You're not here to fix, save, or raise a partner. You're building a future, not a project. So only green flags go in your partner blueprint, because your peace, your progress, and your purpose depend on who's walking beside you. Now let's get to the fun part. Pillar number 5, physical preferences. Let's talk attraction. Without shame, without filters. You're allowed to have physical preferences. Age range, height, hair color, beard or clean shaven, curves, muscles, lean build, fitness lifestyle, name it. Because chemistry isn't shallow, it's human, and attraction is part of long-term connection. So drop the guilt, get specific. Just don't let it lead the search. Looks can open the door, but values keep you in the room. So in your partner blueprint, list what draws you in. Then rank it under character, goals, and values, so lust doesn't trick you into long-term misalignment. Clarity keeps you grounded, and grounded is how you date smart. Ready for pillar 6? Let's go! Pillar number 6 is about daily life compatibility. Love isn't just made in big moments, it's built in the daily rhythm. So ask yourself, could you live side by side with this person daily? Think about sleep schedule. Are you a 5 a.m. riser paired with a midnight scroller? Think about nutrition habits. Are you blending smoothies while they're Uber eating wings? About social pace. You recharge in silence. They party to feel alive? What about clutter tolerance? You need order. They live in creative chaos? These aren't quirks. These are predictors of peace or pressure. Truth. 2 mismatches? You can adapt. But 5? That's friction waiting to turn into full-blown resentment. This pillar isn't about judging, it's about honest forecasting. Because love isn't just found in grand gestures, it's found in who takes the trash out, who walk the dog, who clean after themselves, and how often. So as you build your partner blueprint, don't skip the small stuff. That's the stuff you'll live in every day. This is the final gate of your blueprint, pillar number 7, and it's about write the one paragraph filter. The clarity paragraph that keeps your standards sharp when chemistry tries to blur them. Boil everything down into one power pack paragraph that acts like a dating compass. It's not fluff, it's a filter, and it works. Look my example. Let's say I'm building a faith-driven, location-flexible life with 2 kids max. I partner best with a 30 to 40-year-old woman who trains 3 times a week, values generosity, and wants to co-own businesses and beach houses. Integrity and playful sarcasm required. Now it's your turn. Weave in your values, your vision, your lifestyle. Make it yours. Then commit to it. Read it before every swipe, text, or date. Tattoo it on your decision-making. If they don't fit, you don't flinch. This isn't about filtering people out to feel superior. It's about filtering the right one in without wasting time, energy, or your future. That's how you build love with discipline. Now look, everything we've covered today, emotional regulation, value-based decision-making, long-term thinking, and maintaining standards under pressure, these are all applications of mental discipline. The same principles that create success in business, health, and personal growth also create success in love. That's why we've developed the Mental Discipline for Success system, a comprehensive framework that teaches you how to build unshakable discipline in every area of your life, including relationships. It's not just about dating better. It's about becoming someone who naturally attracts high-quality people because you've developed high-quality character. If you want the complete system that covers everything from emotional mastery to goal achievement, all the details are in the description below. Mental discipline transforms dating from a desperate search into a confident selection process. You stop chasing love and start attracting it. You stop settling for anything and start creating everything you actually want. The right person isn't going to save you, complete you, or fix your problems. They're going to enhance the amazing life you've already built for yourself. And that life gets built through mental discipline, one conscious choice at a time. Start today. Define your standards. Trust your worth. Date like someone who knows they deserve great love, and watch how the quality of people in your life transforms. If this resonates with you, hit like, subscribe, and comment below. What's one dating standard you're ready to stop compromising on? Your future relationship is counting on your answer.